Yo, what's up, party people? I'm back. All right, enough with the craziness. It's time to check out what I made this week. Now, truthfully, if you watched last week, you'll notice that my outfit is actually the same. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Come behind the curtain with me, if you will. I'm recording these on the same day, but I actually did the work 2 weeks apart. Shh, don't tell anyone, okay? Anyway, let's go see what I made this week. Come on. All right, so this week I spent a bunch of time on working on turnarounds. If you don't know what a turnaround is, it's basically something that's done mostly in animation to create a full view of what the character will look like in 3D space. And so in order to do that, you have to draw the character from a few different angles, so that way when you just do a rough pass on the animation, it will look like they're moving around in 360 degrees motion. And so I've never really tried that before when I'm working on stuff for comics, but I thought it would be like a fun exercise to work on something like this. And part of the reason that I want to do this as well is to have a little bit extra when it comes to like back matter when I actually end up publishing the book. I love back matter in comics and even in like the back of singles. To me, that's almost more, or maybe not more important, but just as valuable as the book itself. And when, like I said, it comes time to releasing the book, I want to have a bunch of stuff for people to look at. And so this is one of those things. Now, what's even cooler is that I actually decided to do the turnaround and make an animation out of it. And I used all these different poses here that you're seeing to create the animation that we are going to watch right now. And yeah, it's just super cool to see like the character that I made spinning around in 3D space. And yeah, it just was a cool challenge. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this with a bunch more characters. And so, yeah, I did it with this character, and I was really challenged on this one because I'm not used to, like, drawing women is a weakness of mine. I know that, and I try to constantly work at it. And so drawing this turnaround was actually really freeing because it gave me the confidence to, I don't know if this is like a perfect drawing, I'll say, but it's definitely something that I'm proud of. And when I look at it, I am like super stoked that I was able to accomplish this thing. And I think that even though they're sketches, it still looks really good. And check out this turnaround. I mean, it's super cool. The character's moving around again. Now, I did a bunch more, but I specifically did this character, Marco. I'm not going to bore you with doing the whole turnaround thing again on it, but this is the animation. I thought it turned out super sick. And yeah, that is everything that I did this week. I am super stoked to show you a little bit more next week. And remember, keep the secrets safe. I record these ahead of time sometimes. Please don't tell anyone. Also, before I go, one thing that I don't usually mention is that I have a Patreon page. The link to that is in the description below. It is totally free if you want it to be. If you are feeling so inclined to, you can contribute at like $1, $3, whatever you feel comfortable with. And any amount that you give is greatly appreciated. The free option, you are still going to get stuff ahead of time. It just won't be as much as the paid tiers. I really appreciate any support that you give me. It means the world to me. It means the world that you guys are even watching these videos. Lastly, if you're not already aware or you haven't seen any of my other videos, I already have a comic book out that you can look at. It is a comic called The History of Hardcore. I personally love it. It was a passion project of mine. If you want to check it out, I don't have any physical copies right now, unfortunately. I am totally sold out, but I do have a digital copy. I understand digital reading is not maybe everybody's forte or isn't for everyone, but it is there, and I would appreciate it if you checked it out. And also, why don't you tell your friends to watch the show? Why aren't you telling them now? You should tell them. You should tell them, my friend Hunter, who may or may not actually be my friend, maybe we're internet friends, I don't know. You need to tell them, come watch this show, okay? And then what's going to happen is they'll watch the show and they'll go, wow, this guy talks a lot. So if you want to watch the greatest content you're ever going to see, I think it's important that you tell people that, hey, I know this greatest content guy and he makes cool stuff along the way. And I guess, yeah, if you want to pay attention to that, you can. But he's hilarious. He's so funny. Like, you should really, he's honest. He might be the funniest person I've ever seen. And that's how he looks. He's the funniest looking person I've ever seen. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.